Good evening, Akash. Akash, we have a missile by this name, no? What kind of a missile is it?
It's a surface to air missile.
Surface to air missile.
Air to air missiles.
Air to air.
So I'm confused. It's surface to air missile.
Surface to air. Akash was developed under what program?
Integrated ballistic missile development.
Integrated.
Ballistic missile development program.
Is it ballistic missile or integrated guided missile development program? IGMDP?
It was under the APJ Kalam.
Is the program still going on or it has stopped?
So, I don't.
Can you tell me which all missiles were manufactured or produced under this program?
Agni.
पृथ्वी से सीधा हम अग्नि पे गए थे.
What I mean? Trishul.
त्रिशूल.
Nag.
Nag is what? What kind of a missile?
Is surface to surface.
Nag is surface to surface. Means what? It's what kind of a missile? Is it an anti-tank missile?
It's an anti-tank missile.
There is a concept of fire and forget. What does that mean?
So once you fired, you don't have need to the maneuver it. It will take its own course and hit the
How
target.
will it know where the target is moving? What is the speed? What is the direction? How does it know?
Based upon the technology.
That's what I want to ask. What's the technology?
So a radar system based upon radar system.
Okay. You used the word Agni.
Yes.
Which all missiles we have in Agni?
So Agni 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prime Agni.
All 5 are under the IGMDP.
Sir, I need to see in that detail.
So being competitive or collaborative? Who are you?
So both are needed. I'm both competitive as well as collaborative.
So for example, your friend is also appearing in the UPSC interview this time. Assuming you get equal marks and you are in the last rank holding, will you give it to your friend?
So there must be some criteria based upon.
Will you give it to your friend?
So the UPSC will decide.
Will you give it to your friend? The choice is given to you.
So no, I will decide for myself.
Then you said both.
So at first I will think myself. Then
generally what we preach we do not profess. Why is it so? Why there is a dichotomy between the two?
Because practicing that may be hard.
Maybe hard.
Preaching the same is easy to.
Very easy. Nowadays these Babas have become very famous.
Yes.
A lot of youth, educated youth are also running behind them. Don't you think some law, some rule, some act should be brought in place to arrest these kind of Babas? Most of them have been proved to be Dhongi Babas.
So, but not all Babas are Dhongis. There are some Babas which are provide very.
So, what is the criteria to define who is Dhongi and who is not? Is there any criteria?
So, based upon what they prescribe, what they say.
On one side, the country is planning to reach the moon, the Mars. On the other side, we are having, promoting Baba culture also in our country. Where are we going wrong?
So because the devotion people put into the Babas, the superstition they subscribe.
Where are we going wrong?
The government culture the people have supported and the media the support the Baba, I think.
Almost all our social reformers fought against this government culture. So good about 200, 300 years of struggle. We got independence, 75 years of independent existence. Still Baba is alive.
Because the people have something problems in their life and they try to find something like Messiah-like figure, something which can change their life drastically. So they see something in the Baba and ask for it.
So why is there no institutional arrangement in place to address those problems?
So we do have some like mental health issues and counseling.
But there is a lot of taboo for attending to a psychiatrist.
So there is a significance.
So as a bureaucrat, what would you do to address these kind of issues? Say, manlo, in your area there is a big ashram where thousands of people come every day and you know that he is not a clean guy and you see thousands of people attending him. How would you educate the masses not to fall prey to that? How do you do?
I need to think about that.
Think?
So taking any legal action with the help of support of police, informing the police,
You said educating. No, educating में आप क्या करो?
exposing the modus operandi of the Baba, like how he gives the diseases or what the medical basis
You
knowledge.
are addressing the supply side. I'm asking you to address the demand side. There is a problem, no? In narco also, we are behind what you call curtailing the routes of drug coming, the police action, but not realizing why is the youth asking for drug. We are not addressing that aspect of it.
So the mental support should be provided in psychological sessions to public, those who are vulnerable section, especially the students and the youth.
You are in the profession of medicine, right? The people who do good in this examination of competition, be it MBBS or MS, your MD, people who top this examination, do they choose psychiatric care?
So probably not.
No. Why?
Because they don't think that it has more career opportunity as compared to the radiology and the MDMS. And
So
there is
it is more of a demand-driven economy. Now, very recently I have seen this trend. People in their 40s and 50s are having heart attacks. And most of them are not able to survive it. Why is it said that? To explain to me in a common man's language, why people in their 40s and 50s cannot sustain a heart attack, but a person in 60s and 70s generally sustains.
so because of changing our habits, lifestyle, and the stress amount they are getting, workload, these factors are attributing to increase.
I want you to give me some medical factors.
So I need to think.
I always wondered, I have never heard in my life, maybe it is a very luck by chance for me, I have never heard women dying out of heart attack.
So because of estrogen, the estrogen is found to be protective effect on the heart. The testosterone has the anti effect, so men are more riskier to heart attack.
Can we do any genetic modification to address this issue?
So it will have multiple implications for that. So like changing your genetic makeup is very risky and dangerous step.
So you heard about this marital rape?
Yes, sir.
How can we intervene through medicine to address this issue on a large scale, maybe on pan world scale? What can we do in medical science to ensure that marital rape does not happen?
So it's very difficult because marriage is a very personal and sacred institution, like intervening without the consent of the people, both people.
So maybe we can put in place sexual compatibility test, make it mandatory.
Making mandatory will be very.
Why not? You have to go through a sexual compatibility test. The man is on scale 9 out of 0 to 10, woman is on scale 3. It will lead to problems in future, no?
So, but it will be against their, if they want to join, we can't
Replace, we can promote.
So it will be more of a eugenic than you are promoting some.
हाँ, good no? At least एक दूसरे को जान से तो नहीं मारेंगे.
So we can think of that. Yes.
H1 Bravo visa was in news, no?
Sorry, sir.
H1 Bravo visa.
Okay.
You heard about it? A lot of doctors are going to Canada.
Yes.
What is that?
So it provides more career opportunities. The living standards also is very good, and the payment, the return they get on the service is very good. So they prefer to be out of India.
See, whenever I meet, my batchmates also and a lot of students, everybody wants to serve the society when they are in 11th and 12th. Suddenly at the time of graduation, you start thinking money, career, wealth and everything. When does this change? Thought process, when does it change?
But sir, when the responsibilities come, like you have to support your family, and that when you are a child, you don't have any responsibilities and realities. But when you become young, you come to know what is reality. And
what rank you were in your MBBS? State level or NEET you have written?
So 14.
14. 14th rank.
State level.
State level 14th rank. So you are a scholarship student?
Yes.
So you have exhausted one scholarship seat. The government would have spent good about, I don't know the number, but definitely in lakhs.
Yes.
By opting to come to civil services, you have wasted government's money. Why did you choose MBBS when you wanted to become a civil servant?
So I'm not leaving the medical field. I'm just broadening the horizon of.
But you cannot practice medicine, no? Once you become a civil servant, can you do that?
No, I can't.
Then?
So I will be using my medical knowledge in the public. Basically, by being in medical field, I'll be treating just seeing only one patient, but by being in administration, I'll be treating a public at a large.
So you mean to say people who have not done medicine, they cannot do good administration?
No, so that is not a fact.
Then?
People from every discipline are able to, because UPSC allows to anyone graduate to have, so anybody can do better.
Actually, I always wondered, every year I go for this annual health checkup. What is the difference between TMT and 2D echo?
So 2D echo is a ultrasound. TMT is where you have to run and your physical abilities are checked within time.
Who is prescribed TMT and who is prescribed 2D echo?
So 2D echoes for the structural deformities, those having the earlier history, and TMT is those having the history of any anginal pain or attack, heart attack.
Okay.
These are prescribed.
See, a couple of days before, I was just coming out of the classroom after completing a lecture. One student came to me and he said, "Sir, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Haan beta, please." So he said, "Sir, I am born in 2004. The time is 2024. Why I should accept a constitution that has been drafted in 1949? Give the answer." His question is very, very apt, logical.
Yes, sir.
He says, why I should accept a book that has been written in a particular background of polity, economy, history, which is 75 years old, why I should be subjected to that thought process or that moral value?
So being born in this country, he accepted the citizenship of this country. So he has to follow the book which is allowing the business or process of the country. Or moreover, the book is also not a static. It has gone multiple changes over the period of time and evolving with the current need.
I gave him the same answer. Then he caught me. He said, "Sir, in DPSP, he says the government is mandated to make efforts to reduce intoxication." And he went on to say that in my state, it is the government that is running breweries.
So definitely the government has many revenues for that.
Then where is that government not going against the principles of the constitution?
So these are very broad and aspirational principles which government should take in the mind, but these are not compulsory to do for the government.
But compulsory to theek hai, but they are directory at least.
Yes, sir.
So matlab,
but so with times the culture evolves. Earlier there was a taboo with the alcohol. This was basically philosophy of Gandhiji, but with times and westernization, the people have accepted more alcohol.
okay. Can you tell me two most important or most problematic moral issues in the profession of medicine? Any two of them? Can you tell me?
So the cut practice between the doctor and the pharmacist.
Good.
So the consent of the patient.
Consent of
Confidential in consent of the patient.
Achha, during the COVID times, I had there was a dichotomy in my thinking process. On one side, I was admiring the quality of job that the doctors and the paramedics were doing during a pandemic situation. But at the same time, reports of hospitals charging exorbitantly. There's one hospital in my area where I live. They charge 1.2 crores or something for a COVID patient. Where is medical ethics gone?
So there are instances where the hospitals are charging too.
So what should we do with that people? Is it not heinous of the heinous crime?
So they have the private hospitals, so they have their right for the services they provide. There is a quality services they afford.
What is the quality service you are providing to a COVID patient where there is no medicine? For 6 days admission, you have charged 1.2 crores.
So in exigency, they should think about the humanities and give service at affordable rate.
Thank you.
Hello Akash.
Hello, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So have you ever heard of chemical castration?
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you think?
It is injecting the chemicals into body to basically make your genitals dysfunctional, so you are not able to reproduce.
So there is a recommendation to do it on the rape criminals.
Yes.
So what do you think about it? What is your opinion? Should we go for chemical castration?
I don't think, ma'am, we should go for it.
Why? Or why not?
Because we are basically it is irreparable damage to because sometimes irreparable to do reverse back. We can't do it reverse once done, and sometimes judgment may be misunderstood or something. So it's very difficult to.
Okay. So PCOD in women is increasing nowadays. So what are the reasons behind it?
The polycystic ovary disease is one of the metabolic diseases, so obesity, stress levels, and it has one of the genetic also is one of the basis for this.
But even though there is no genetical thing, the PCOD problem is coming nowadays in women.
So changing dietary patterns and sedentary lifestyle, these are factors.
So you're from Jalna, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you name a unique culture of that place which I cannot see anywhere in Maharashtra?
Culture. Ma'am, I'm not able to recall.
So Jalna band is famous, right? All over the country. So can you explain?
I'm not aware of. I'm not heard of.
So farmer suicides in Maharashtra have become so much. So what do you think about it? What can we do about it?
Ma'am, there are multiple reasons for the farmer suicide. The first thing is that it's a watershed reason. So drought-prone area, it makes the crop very risky. Moreover, the cropping pattern in the Marathwada region is very different. They are the commercial crops like sugarcane and cotton. These are very risky crops. So it involves very much risk. The marketing and infrastructure is not available for the farmers, and the indebtedness is one of the reasons. So farmers get into debt traps, and that continues for the generations. It's very difficult for them to get out of. Moreover, there is rising trend of the social stigma associated with the debt, alcoholism, and dowry system. These are factors which contribute to the farmer suicide.
Tell me when you decided to become a civil servant
And during my MBBS, ma'am.
during your MBBS. What motivated you being a doctor who can serve the nation? So what motivated you to?
My senior, one of the Dr. Rajendra Barot from same college KM Hospital, he has been an IAS officer and he has been my role model.
Okay. After entering into the civil services, if you get a chance to enter the politics, would you like to go?
No, ma'am, I don't want to go.
Why?
Uh,
Whatever they tell you have to do it, no, as a bureaucrat.
I don't think I have any the skills required to be a politics.
You can learn, right? So that might not be the reason.
I can do, ma'am. There is like you can do anything like no.
Yeah, that's what you can learn, right? That's what I am telling you. What is the reason you don't want to go to politics?
It's a criminalization politics, and it requires muscle and money power that I don't have. So it will be. I will not be able to compete to defeat my opponent.
So imagine you're liking a woman. How would you invite her for a date?
First, I will make her comfortable by spending few days with her, and then I'll ask casually, can
Spending like for a coffee. You first spend.
I will spend few days with her, like with working her, talking to her.
Okay.
Make her comfortable, and then I will ask for her how today.
So after retirement, if you would like to suggest me any place to settle in Maharashtra, what it would be?
So Pune, ma'am, Pune is the best city to be. It's one of the best city.
Why?
It has a vibrant culture, and it's very safe. It has a very cosmopolitan also, and different historical places to visit. And the atmosphere is also moderate, very favorable, not too cold, not too warm.
Thank you.